coming. Everybody on there, everybody. Okay, me coming. Oh, good. I can wait for a few more minutes, guys. I'm over here trying to throw my stuff in the pot. Okay. Doing this. Okay, as y'all can see, I'm kind of busy, y'all. I just got in. Been rolling the streets again this morning. I always got something to take up to do spontaneously. I was trying to come on here this morning. Hi, Mike Chris, TSCC, Winnie Palmer, Jen Lynn, Miss Liggs, Miss Lala. Not gonna be long, guys. I want to start off by talking about Jay Wilson first. First, this morning, I was over there watching his live. And he was over there, you guys, doing so more deflecting, just like when he came on here talking about all the old stuff, about the poop popcorn. What I mentioned on the mass train last night, all the old stuff, and he was deflecting with that. But today he's over there justifying Jason again. He's over there saying stuff like he knew that Jason was a racist, and what he was doing on his live was giving him a chance to speak first before he go in on him. We all know that's not the truth. The reason why he's over there talking like that right now, because so many people's coming down on him because he's the one brought him over here. Had he not brought him over here, he wouldn't be over there calling us niggas right now at this point and calling all the ladies biatches and cunts and stuff like that. He wouldn't be doing it. He said he know that the racist thinks that we are emotional and unintelligent and just lying. But he needed to him first. But the chat was going off on him, trying to tell him that night. His panel was looking at him like he was crazy. And like I said, you could tell Philly Boy wasn't having it at all. He don't even got time to deal with all that other foolishness. He be on there where he be dragging other people about their houses, cars, clothes, food, etc., whatever it is, he's going to drag somebody back. And so that's what he's doing. Then he tried to put Mass Train in it, put us in it. He brought up, well, my biggest critic is talking about me bringing Jason on here. But now I remember the German lady was somewhere. Yes, the German lady was somewhere. But the German lady wasn't somewhere being racist like that. Because first of all, not only was they going to allow it, I was definitely wasn't going to allow it. Y'all see how that went down when the German lady was on there? Because she was really trying to disrespect me because I told her I never liked her from the gate. I never thought she was funny when she was over there while I chat. Never thought she was funny. I told her I never laughed at your jokes. So that's why she called herself coming at me and trying to disrespect me. But anytime she had something to say, I had a clap back for her old plastic face. So he was really, and he didn't say our names or the master and then all right. He just said somebody else had the German, like the German lady on there. No, you can't compare that. Because the German lady didn't come on there calling us no niggas. She didn't come on there calling them no bitches and cunts because we weren't going to stand for it in the first place. Like the way you let that white man stay on there with a couple hours right in your face, throwing subliminals mostly at you because he seen how ignorant you were. Now, he knew he couldn't get over directing at none of the other men's directly on the panel, but he knew he can talk to you and directly or directly at you. So you can sit over there, Jay Wilson, do all the justifying you want, all the lying you want, because that is what you're doing, okay? Hey, Gamia 3, Apocalypse, NYW, My Flower, Okay. What did you say, Apocalypse? Repeat that because the chat went up. I didn't see it. Okay. But anyway, he was over there saying all that good stuff this morning because he don't want to admit, yeah, I brought him over here. Yes, I did give him the platform that made him even more comfortable in talking about us like that. See, he don't want to admit that. Hi, with Shannon. He don't want to admit that. So as I was strolling the streets, and I came upon Dutchess Kelly Love a little while later because I was going to come on and talk about him before I left. So I was watching Dutchess while I was out driving. So I watched him as much as I could. Now, I got there when I think a little before Outspoken called in. What is wrong with that lady? Oh my God, something is seriously wrong with her. First, she was talking about Deanna, which I thought they were all in that what you call it over there, that club chat group over that coat or whatever you call it, and she was talking about her behind her back. So I don't know what was going on with that. I don't know if she still was involved with them or not. But she's talking like she's not black. She's talking like she's not a African American. I don't know what's wrong with her. People saying that she's a sellout, but I never really had nothing going on with her directly, you guys. But they saying she's a sellout, and she's saying that she's over there with that racist because she's trying to learn. Learn what? What are you trying to learn? Learn how much of a racist this man is. Learn that you need to learn that you got to realize that you had a brick to fall on your head somewhere in your life because you're sitting over there saying it's okay for him to talk about us like that. You said it was okay to talk for him to talk about Nicole like that. No, we probably don't get down with Nicole about that, but I'm not going to stand for no white man come against none of my black women in my race without me saying something back, clapping back for them if that's the case, because that was wrong. Oh no. Well, all he said was she acted a nigger in the sandwich shop, and I went her. I don't care how much acted a nigger. Oh, if it was me, I'd say the same thing. No, I think you really want attention though, because do you really act like this, or is this really for attention? Are you that lonesome or that desperate or something for you to be over there acting like that? No, I don't get it, and I'm not gonna never try to get it. You know what I'm talking about? You trying to learn what? You can go to the library, you can just take some classes or whatever and learn some Black history. You cannot tell me you have not ran across a racist situation no time in your life, and they say you close to 50 or almost 50. You cannot say that. That's not true at all. I don't care if we were brought up in an all-white neighborhood, all Black mixed neighborhood, whatever kind of neighborhood you was brought up in, you have experienced at least one racist situation. You can't tell me you haven't. Nobody can tell me they haven't. That's Black. I simply don't think that's true. That's true. Somebody said that she's a chaos demon. She loved controversy. She loved chaos. And somebody asked her, did she buy a car for that little boy over there? Over there in the coat over there, supposedly be a Sean Gacy's son. She said that she bought the car, and what about it? That's what I got from it. She didn't use my words, but that's what I got from it. An old woman with this young child over there who knows nothing about our race. So she says she don't, but she got to know something. Now that's just stupid. That is just downright ignorant and stupid of her. I'm glad I didn't really fool with her that much when she called herself being over there in the chat, a year and a half ago. And they say she's drunk. Now, she wasn't drunk. She's not drunk over there all the time when she's moderating for that racist. She's not drunk today when she called into the Dutchess and the Kelly and the Love show. So I believe, yeah, she is a chaos, a demon, chaos demon, whatever, controversy, whatever you want to say. But she got to know some of our history. You went to school here in the United States. I don't care if you was from another country, somewhere on the continent of Africa. I don't care where you from. You're Black. And you grew up here in the United States. You're still Black, and you trying to tell me you don't know nothing. Don't you watch TV? You see all this racist stuff going on? Come on now, that's just crazy. You heard about back in the day, all up until the early 70s, and some small towns still in the middle 70s, that people still have to have separate bathrooms. Because I went to visit my grandmother, you guys, in 1972. And she lived in this small town called Rayville, Louisiana. I mean, my father drove us down there. And some people down there still have outhouses and stuff. They have a big clean yards, but they still have outhouses like there. But my grandma had chickens in the yard and a hog. We never saw a hog up front. A man was coming down the driveway in a wagon with horses. Some of the people over there were still behind times. Even in the early 70s, they hadn't got through all those small towns yet to finish integrating them. Because my husband said they didn't get integrated until he got in high school from the little town he was from, practically. And I've been integrated all my life. My oldest is 75, and she always have been integrated. But then again, we was on the West Coast. Okay. So back to what I was saying, one of my sisters didn't want to use that little outhouse because she said chicken flew in there. So we drove up a few blocks around the corner somewhere now on the road. It was a laundromat. And one door said white, one door said color. Now, we didn't know no better. We didn't know no better. And I must have been 14. So this sister had to be 56 or 18 or 19 because she was helping drive down my father's driveway. So she had to be up there. So we went there. But we really thought that means take the color clothes in this door and take the white clothes in that door. That's like any we was, do something like that. So there was a white lady in there, she says, well, I can tell y'all not from around here. She had a real deep Southern drawl. And we said, no, we're not. And we said, no, we're not. She looked at us crazy because we didn't even know to say whatever. And I said, no. We said, no. She said, no, that means you guys, this is about through and this is about through. My point is, in some of those small towns, it was still like that, you guys. It was still like that. So she got to know some of the history about them little towns back there. You can't tell me that she don't. Yes, she don't. And we were really ignorant to the fact. And I remember I didn't really want to talk too much to nobody because I started meeting some of my cousin's friends. And I went over to one of the house one day and they was introducing me to my cousin's friend's father. And he said, oh, he was asking me with that Southern, y'all drove all the way from California. Your dad drove y'all down to your grandma. I said, yes. Yes, he did. He thought I was the most disrespectful person in the world, and I never understood why. And when we left out there, my cousin said, you didn't say yes, sir. See, now I wasn't brought up like that, but I wasn't disrespecting him either. So I remember telling my father that. And then my grandma went over there and explained to him, they wasn't brought up like that. She didn't mean no harm. She wasn't trying to be disrespectful and this and that, just explain it to her. But my point is, I'm quite sure she encountered racism and just the way of the life in the South. Because you had to say yes, ma'am, and no, ma'am to the white people, because we didn't say that to that white lady in that laundromat. So that made me do a lot of thinking when that happened. I didn't want to talk to nobody else down there no more but my relatives because I didn't mean to be like that and I didn't know no better. So let me bring it back to these days. So my point is, I fucking know better by being around a racist man. See, I was a child then. I didn't know no better, but at the age she is, and if I was her age, I'm a little older, I would understand. So she's lying. She's lying. She understand. Carla A said there's towns like that in Pennsylvania. It's still towns like that. Wow. Wow. My husband's older than me, you guys. My husband's way older than me. Like I said, he went to segregated school all his life, but my sister's older than him. So that's the difference. So she had to encounter something. That's why I gave that story. I encountered something. Then being brought up in the Bay Area during that time when the Black Panther used to run through all the Bay Area towns and throughout town and stuff. And then they had the Hells Angels there too, the rival white group. She had to read something and known something about that, even though she wasn't in California. So I learned about racism even like that. Without the books, I would have known about it because of that. So I'm quite sure they went to other towns and stuff. Everybody heard about Angela Davis back there, so she heard something. So she just ignorant and stupid, like either she wants some attention. We PhDs, we broke the block. That's what we called it. And at first, no one would speak. I experienced racism. Exactly, PG Hill, exactly. Yes, Carla H, that's what she want. She got the reaction that she wanted. That's exactly what it is. Let me see, when I was living with my brother, she was still calling white people sir and ma'am. Really? I tried to tell her that. And you know something else, guys? When you did that to somebody on the West Coast, like some of the girls would be new in school, say if their family moved down there for the South, and they would go to school and they start yes mamming and no mamming some of the teachers, they got offended. Because I even heard when the teachers tell the girl, now we young, third, fourth, fifth grade, don't ma'am me. That's what they say, don't ma'am me. But she from the South, she didn't know no better. So, it was a culture shock to her, for speaking and stuff. So my point is again, Outspoken must have even experienced a culture shock far as speaking to people and how you talk to people with the respect part on it. So don't tell me you ain't ran across nothing. No, that's not true. Andrea said the town I'm from still was very racist openly up until 10 years ago. And see, Andrea's 10 years ago is not a long time ago either. 10 years it's still recent when it comes to racism. It really is. Yeah, I think I understood what you said. You said I meant to say my grandmother. It still is. So Outspoken, you ran across something, like I say, even if I didn't ran across the laundromat story I just told y'all, would have ran across other stuff, like I said, the Black Panthers riding through town, then the Hell Angels running through there on their motorcycle. All us kids knew to stay from around them. And everybody said, oh, the Hell Angels, oh, the Black Panthers running through. It would be a big deal because Pittsburgh was a smaller town than Oakland and Richmond and Frisco and Berkeley and all those towns, but it's grown now, but it's smaller than those towns. But they would come through the Bay Area and have rallies and everything, even there back then. So if I hadn't even learned in my history books, I would have learned it from the streets in that way. So you never saw nothing on the streets Outspoken? I can't believe that. No, I didn't do nothing, they didn't say nothing to me. No, he was out of line, totally out of line. You knew he's out of line. You got the attention you want. I don't know why you want this attention. I don't get it because I don't know if you got a page or not. And if you did, I wouldn't check for you. But if I always hear about, you being an alcoholic and over there with this young boy, that's supposed to be Sean Gacy's son, foster son, adopted son, whatever the case he may be. But then I don't even know if you really, I don't know. Do you go over there and talk like that to him? Is these the kind of people that's in that code over there? Really? Are these the type of people that's in that code over there? That do they think like her? Do he know she think? Well, he must know she think like that. She been down with him for all this time. Miss Lala say lived in Cali, Denver, and Texas. I have come, my grandfather and great aware, a part of the Panthers in Chicago. Really? I definitely been taught to be black and proud, not to let it. Exactly. So you said your black parents, you ran across them also down there in those towns. Yeah, and see, you understood then too. You saw it then that the Panthers stood up for us, for our rights. They wasn't about drugs and gang banging and fighting and stuff back then. They was about helping the community. Even the gangs back then, the Crips and the Bloods, it wasn't about gang related drive-by shootings and riding against each other for territory to sell drugs and nothing. Back then, those gangs was about holding up their community. Nowadays, these youngsters don't know what they're doing. Starting in the 80s, I think it was, they think it's about selling drugs and riding and stuff. Wasn't about that. But when these youngsters start taking over, and I say youngsters, young men, young ladies, teenagers stuff, gang, it wasn't about that with the gangs back then. It was about doing something in their community. That's what they were doing. They weren't taking over the community to sell drugs and scare the older people that don't know no better and take their money and sell the drugs and make people initiated to their club. It wasn't even about that then, you guys. That's the way it is now. I guess it started in the 80s. It wasn't about all that. And the black parents wasn't all about that. And the white people were afraid of them. For some reason, they wasn't doing half the stuff the white people said they was doing. Talking about they were terrorists. They was not terrorists. They was about their community, they black people. You didn't know nothing about that either, Outspoken? Are you serious? Come on now, you didn't know nothing? You have to went to a store or something like that, stood in line, and the white people wanted to help the white person, not help you. No, you're just ignorant. You're an ignorant black lady, and you know what? I feel I don't even want to call you part of our race for a woman to get on here and talk like that. No, You seem like you're just black on the outside. You're what they call a Oreo cookie. You white on the inside, black on the outside. You're a fake black person. That's what you are. You're fake because you're not a real black person. You're fake. So even if you're putting on this facade or this is just your way of getting attention or something like that, you're fake. You're fake. And no, I don't know you and you don't know me, but I'm speaking up because I always speak up when our black people get talked to like that by some racist. Then you got an Oreo over there, got that racist back like you're doing. Of course, I'm gonna speak up on that. Okay, so you're a racist or prejudiced against your own race. What is wrong with you? Did black people raise you? I mean, come on now. See, I don't know that. And then you have the audacity to say, well, he don't know her. Well, she don't know him either. And then you say you don't know Jason, but you're over there moderating for him, huh? That's what you said. You don't know him. And he don't know me. That right there sounds ignorant and stupid too. Okay? Andrea said, you know, her white friends asked her stupid questions growing up. Yeah, probably. Hey, Shawnees. Ms. Marcus said, I had 3 moms once having their babies, and they didn't want any of us black nurses to help their. See, and it's everywhere. And do you know they still like that? So in the hospital, you gotta watch them people when they take. That's why when my niece was in the hospital, she never was left alone. Nowadays that she was in there in the 30 days, I went up there 27 of the days. Sometimes might be 5 or 6 of us in there. They only allowed 2 up in the room, but 3 of us went there. Then once we've been in the lobby, because no, you can't trust that. And you are so right about that. That's anywhere. I have to pick up the child. See you later. Okay, bye, Miss Lala. So back to what I was saying. Hey, Dutchess and Kelly to love. And back to what I was saying. She was very ignorant when she called in. Dutchess asked her all the right questions, and she stupid. Dutchess, you should have just tried to throw a brick to the phone to hit it in the head, because that's what it seemed like. She needed a brick to fall on her head. I don't know him. He don't know me. But you over there moderate. And how did you become the moderate for him in the first place? You know what? I'm glad Catrice got smart and kicked him to the curb. And like I said, Jay Wilson over there justifying, I knew he was racist, but I was just giving him time to say what he had to say before I said something. No. You're saying something now because everybody on you about bringing this racist on that platform. And made him comfortable enough to say nigger because you didn't put him in line when he was over there in the first place. So don't be trying to compare the mass train with that plastic lady, because we didn't let her come in our chat and throw no subliminals or nothing like that. And y'all know I sure didn't do it. Even when she called herself disrespect me, talking to Mama Joyce. Mama Joyce is beautiful. Mama Joyce ain't got no wrinkles. I don't have no wrinkles either. Well, we got to go take shots in our face. And you can see all the little needle marks all around here and all around there to try to pump it up. And then you talk, your face didn't move. So no, you can't compare that. Well, my critics, but somebody had the journey lady in it. You just was to have said Mass Train had the journey lady on there, because that's what you was getting at. But no, it wasn't nothing like the way this prejudice man came over there. We wouldn't allow it. And then we had visitors in the chat like Miss Olivia. She didn't allow it either, because I heard she's really in there talking. Then she was really there, but she kind of took it kind of far though. She started talking about races and what you call it, Germans and the Holocaust and all this kind of stuff. Though we wasn't really trying to be racist. We wasn't going there like that. We just wasn't letting her come over there being disrespectful, because I'm nowhere near racist, and nobody on the panel is, and nobody in our chat is. Because if it is, we would know just by some mistakes what they're saying. They would be out of there in a minute. You know, they're telling the master moderator, yeah, I'd have shot him down real fast. Real quick, fast, and in a hurry. So it ain't nothing like that either, guys. So I don't know how Dutchess put up with that call. Then he had another nut call in after that wouldn't hang up. Every time he tried to check his phone, like, yeah, they was on the line. What was that all about? That was had another nut come. It must have been notified day or something. This was the day of the nuts over there in Dutchess County lunch. And calling in, this was the day of the nuts. Wow. I mean, it was just But he did. He asked the right question. He controlled his chat. He controlled his platform. And you just had a few people calling in. But I just heard that my coworker called in, so I don't know about that because at that time I was put in my driveway trying to come in the house, so I missed a little bit of that. So I'm gonna find out what that was about later. But anyway, we had some nuts today. It was a nuttified day. It was just a total nutty day. I told him. Then you had somebody called in that was on point. You know, you had some callers that called in and made sense. Then you had some called in that was total nut. But the biggest nut, like I said, was outspoken. So I don't know. So if any of those people over there in that coat, Sean Gacy coat, club chat coat, whatever it is over there, if that's the way they act, if she's still in there, no. He had a audacity. He shouldn't even open his mouth, fix his mouth to talk about nobody else and call them no kind of coat or nothing like that. Because he got an airhead over there, a total nutter over there, a fruitcake over there that's with his son. That's a part of his family now. So he don't need to speak up on nothing either, because if that's the mentality those people over there have, then I can just imagine what goes on in that household with all them nuts over there too. They're all nuts. They fruity as fruit cakes. That's what they are. So I couldn't even come on here and talk about nothing else but that, because I couldn't believe that when I heard that. I didn't know that lady really thinks like that. That's just crazy. Totally crazy. I don't know what else to call it. I don't know, because besides crazy and nothing, fruit cake. I'm getting lost for words, y'all. It's just what you call it. What that lady be saying over there, shame and a scandal. But it's a crime also. It ought to be a law against somebody, a black person, being that ignorant. It need to be a law. Hey, when Shannon, I missed it. I have to watch. Yeah, watch that replay. Oh, you ain't gonna believe it, Rich Shanty, how crazy this lady sound. And then people say, she probably was doing it for attention, but you need attention that bad? Why are you that desperate? Is this something that the cult need to put you to garner more attention back over there too? Or are you just trying to get some more people over there to the racist thing too? Because I hear you don't have a lot of people watching him. Are you trying to start a platform? What is this? Because you're going about the wrong way. And after all this, don't nobody want to watch you. Hi, Cream Pop and Philly. Ain't nobody want to come over there and watch you with all that foolishness. So yeah, we had to make sure you watch it. It was really a good live today. It really was. So I'm not gonna hold y'all much longer, guys. But And Juicy Booty, Miss Juicy Booty, sit down somewhere. Sit down somewhere. You wasn't gonna do nothing. We was on there. And the only reason you're doing it now because of the pressure. And at the end of that panel that day, when you did call yourself, saying one sentence, because people in the chat was putting pressure on you even then. They were in the chat calling that man a racist. They were in the chat at questioning you then why you have him on there like that. So don't come on here lying. I was waiting, y'all, and I knew, and I was. No, don't come on here with all that like that. Like you was on here the other day with all that old, bringing up all that old stuff. You still deflecting, all that old popcorn and stuff. I was saying it last night, on the mess track, how you was bringing up all that old stuff to deflect. All you do is deflect. You're deflection king. And the reason why you run it with Stanky Baby, because when her numbers went up there, that's why. But I wonder how long y'all gonna be friends, because how many times y'all done split up, Juicy Booty? And her ego is big. Now she's sitting over there with this little man that had $10 million, talking about, send some money, y'all, because he lost his $10 million. So we need to get him some money. Are you serious? Why did you knew where he was? Why didn't you get him and put him in this so-called rental apartment you got? Huh? Why didn't you do that then? Instead of waiting for you to go get him, you went right straight and got him. You didn't know he was gonna come to your door with a suitcase. That's not true. That's not true. The man probably told you before that he was coming with a suitcase. But he came there to stay. Evidently, where he is. I hear you had him back on the next day. I didn't really even watch. I just heard you got him back on there, but I watched the night before when you was talking about the Cash App, and everybody was sending money to your Cash App and to your super chat for him. Now you know you better get that man that money because you don't know what he got post traumatic syndrome or something, whatever they got, because you know that man is still institutionalized. It got to be just learned a year ago how to pay bills. So you don't know what his mind is. You don't know everything that man went through in that prison. And your daughter's there. They say your daughter's there and over there in the other room. You don't know that man. You really don't. Ooh, Lord, I don't know what is going on these days. What is wrong with some of these people? I mean, it's just ridiculous how stupid somebody can be. She's stupid from having all these different men come around there in the house. Don't know him, don't know the child. Outspoken, stupid, and look like I don't know over there lying about she ain't never had experience with nothing racist in her life. But then the way she looked, because I did see a picture of her, she do look like something that crawled from under a rock. So she might be telling us the truth, you guys. She might be telling us the truth. Besides just wanting attention, she just snaked off from under that rock. Now, I guess that's what she did. But all that attention for what? So that right there tell me what kind of people over there in Sean Gacy's club chat coat. That tells me the dysfunction in that house between her and that son, because evidently he got to be a nut too, to be with this woman almost 50 years old over there lying like that. Oh Lord, it's been a fruitcake day. I mean, I thought I had seen and heard it all. No. How could somebody be that dense and stupid? How could somebody be that ignorant? Girl, go get you some books out the library if you tell them the truth about knowing nothing about our race. Or you know what I'm saying? Because I know about Oreo cookies, but you take the cake. You take the cake, Outspoken. You more than just an Oreo cookie. Then again, you might not even be that white on the inside, black on the outside. I don't know what to call you. I'm lost words really when it comes to you. I'm really lost words when it comes to you. So I'm gonna go, you guys. I'm gonna hop on here for a minute. Hope to see y'all again real soon. I know we're gonna be seeing y'all real soon on the mass train. You know, we're gonna have some fun going on here in a day or two. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait, y'all. Oh my God. Okay, you guys. Thanks for showing up. I love you guys. Don't forget to like, share, follow, subscribe, and I'll catch y'all later, okay? Yes.